So if you don't know me, I'm Baj. I post a bunch of random ass videos on the internet, and some of them do good. So a lot of people think that status means something. Basically, I lost hella weight. I lost around 115 pounds at the absolute maximum of whenever I lost everything. And basically ever since then, every single app has restricted me to the point where I legit dead ass can't even post my former body. And to me, it's like, imagine doing something that you were so proud of, something that you never thought that you could have possibly done. Like for me, losing weight was that thing. I truly thought that I was going to be fat for the rest of my life, and I never thought that I was going to do anything for myself to actually just get out of that hole that I was in. When I first, got down to what I wanted to be at, my goal weight, I was so just like not even tuned in with the fact that I had all these videos, because it was just who I was before. And whenever I posted that first transformation video and shit started really taking off, it wasn't really about my body, but I was in a wife beater. I was like, oh shit, I got all these fucking videos on my Snapchat that I can start posting. And people started sending me videos of like shit that they would take of me and record of me. And that's what that original clip is, where I'm bent over, like full fat going out of everywhere. Like literally you could see the fat coming fucking at all angles. And my boobs were the biggest part of that. And I had long hair. I was mistaken for a woman. Like even at the time, whenever I was 15 years old, there was an instance wherever I worked at Home Depot, and I remember I was stocking one of the shelves over in the garden area, and this guy comes up to me from behind and he goes, "Ma'am?" And I was like, no fucking way. And I turned around and he didn't even correct himself. So I already had the insecurity that I looked like a female before. And then when I lost the weight and posted that transformation video, and I'm telling you guys, any other person, any other account could post this video right here, that gets me restricted every single time on every single fucking app. Anybody else can post it besides me. That is something that I am so fucking proud of. Again, I made that video out of just like, fuck it. I was like, I got to this point, maybe people are gonna enjoy this. You never know that things are gonna turn out on social media, because again, the algorithm is like this weird fucking god that people apparently think that it is God. And they think that once you get picked by the system, boom, everything is just perfect and everything is fine. But unfortunately, whenever you look a little bit confusing, that's not the case. It is kind of cool that I did something that was so crazy that computers, like the strongest computers in history, can't even fucking figure out what gender I am. They literally got it restricted because there's no fucking way that that's a man. Someone's posting their full boobage on the app. We got to get that off of here. It's a pretty cool accomplishment if you think about it in that light. But I want to think about it in the light of, hey, would it be cool if I could post my own fucking video, dickhead? Like, why can I not just do that? So guys, if you want to start posting content, I promise you, you're going to have to get through these shits, because I can sit here and whine and complain about it for as long as humanly possible, but who gives a fuck about somebody that whines and complains? I had that happen, and then I turned it into something more, where I can just sit here and converse with you guys and chat and talk. And it's so much fun because, again, you guys chat and talk with me at the same time. Don't let little shit like this bring you down. I promise you, I have let it destroy my mental health. And it's just unnecessary stress, because, again, we shouldn't even be on these damn phones scrolling at the shit that we do be scrolling at, but here we are. And I sit here and get myself so worked up over it because, oh my god, shit's not gonna work out. I'm not gonna be who I want to be. Yes, the fuck I am. Yes, the hell I am. And you will be too. Going back on what I was saying, social media, this shit is going to happen to all of us. You're going to go through ups, downs, lefts, rights. I've been doing this for 5 years now. I've been posting since 2020. And even before that, I used to have YouTube accounts that I would be posting on and all this other shit. Guys, I didn't hit 100,000 followers until 3.5 years into posting. 100,000. And now my Instagram's at what, 450,000? TikTok's at 605,000. It took me 3.5 years to get to 100,000 on TikTok. And now 2.5 years later, I'm at 600,000. If you just continue to stick with what the hell you're doing, I promise you guys it is going to work out eventually. So enough of the ranting and rambling. Let's get into some actual real shit. My weight loss transformation, because I haven't really gone in depth with this shit in a while on any video that I've really been talking about. Basically my entire life I was a fat ass, like literally forever. I have pictures of whenever I was a little kid, and in those pictures you can see that I had developed boobs, I had a big old gut. I mean, I just didn't look good. And throughout middle school and high school, I continuously actually tried to lose weight in 8th grade. I actually did lose 55 pounds whenever I was on the keto diet, and afterwards, whenever I reintroduced carbs back into my life, I gained 90 pounds back, and then another 30 whenever senior year hit, because that's whenever COVID was. And whenever I got to that highest weight of 270 pounds, my brother passed away 2 days after I took the progress picture that told me that I was 270 pounds. And from that moment on, I wanted to make a change. I made this little cringe ass, I mean, obviously now I can look back at it and say that it's cringe, but at the time I was 17 years old. I didn't know what I was feeling, so I made this little side-by-side image of me and my brother Logan, and I was like, one day I'm gonna carry on your legacy, yada yada yada. And that was my driving force, was Logan, because before that I had never experienced any loss or just anything like bad. Like, I've never had something horrible happen to me to the point where it felt like I needed to change. I was always kind of just like funny fat guy. I kind of just, you know, fucked around, made jokes, and did bullshit. Once that was gone, I was truly terrified. But at the time, also, whenever I was 270 pounds, I had already been working out for 3.5 years, so it wasn't like I just jumped into working out right away. I was already doing the shit. But after he did pass away, I kind of stopped for a little bit. Basically, it got to the point where I wanted to, you know, do the whole thing that you're not supposed to do. And my friend Keaton called me one night, and I've told the story a million times, different podcasts and things like that, but my boy Keaton just hit me up, and he just asked me, he was like, how are you doing? It was a random night. I'm pretty sure it was the 5th of December 2019 or 2020, and I just started bawling my eyes out. And I had never felt the need to talk to somebody, especially, you know, whenever it came to the things that I was feeling about Logan. And I just spilled it all to him, and I told him what I was feeling, and I told him what I was going to do to myself, and he just asked me to go to the gym with him. It started a cycle. It started, you know, me wanting to go to the gym again, me feeling excited to do shit with my friend. Little did I know, him asking and doing all those things wasn't just because he wanted to hang out with me, wasn't just because he wanted to work out. Maybe it really was, you know, deep down, but I think of it in the deeper meaning that he just wanted to see that I was okay. He wanted to make sure that I didn't do anything to myself, because he was my friend and he was my brother. And eventually I went from 270 pounds all the way down at my lowest weight to 157 pounds, which is about, I think it was a year and a half ago, whenever I went on stage at Summer Shredding. And ever since then, 4 years now, 3.5 years, I think, I have maintained the weight loss. It's something that I'm very proud of, and that's why I think I should, or just shouldn't be afraid of sharing it. I feel like I have been humble for a really long time, especially when it comes to these things, and I've kind of just let myself be walked over by all these social media apps and allow them to give me these restrictions and just let them fuck up my account and fuck up my progress. And I'm kind of fucking over it, you know. I've been a man my whole fucking life. I just had some big ass boobs. That's really it. They don't milk. There's nothing that's gonna come out of them, I promise you. If there was, you know damn well I'd be making a video about it if there was some lactation coming out of my nipples, but nothing happens. There was literally just a bunch of boobage. I was a man. I got a fucking penis. I got balls, I promise you. And I guess the smartest computers on the planet can't even recognize that, and they can't even understand that. This is to all those social media apps. If this somehow gets out to them, just let a motherfucker breathe. 47 million views on this video, and when you go to my account, you can't even see it. You gotta tell them that you're okay. There's motherfuckers dying on Instagram, getting breastfed on Instagram, and these motherfuckers are fine to post whatever the hell they want, and I watch them grow and grow and grow. But I just wanted to air this out. I wanted to get this off my chest, because like I said, I'm at that point where it's like, you know, we're on YouTube now, and I'm having to sit here and talk about a problem that I've dealt with for almost 3 years now, 3 or 4 years now, the exact same problem, and yet they still have not fixed shit. So this goes out to every single social media app. Once again, this is my final PSA. I have been a man my whole life. I did not transition. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If somehow this shit gets fixed, life will just continue to go back to normal. I've got to learn to stop putting all of my worth and my just thought into little shit like this. Like, numbers aren't everything, and if you can learn one thing from this video, is that you are better than the numbers. Like, I've let them control my brain, I've let it control my life, and now I'm up to the point where it's like, it's not even numbers, it's just, I want to be proud, bro. I want to be able to post something and be proud of it, because you can say as much funny shit as you want to, but Me losing 110 pounds, like, that's one of the fucking coolest things that I've ever done in my life. And then I don't even feel like I can post that, and like I restrain myself from making those videos because I'm afraid of getting a restriction on my account. And I don't think that I should have that fear, especially whenever other people probably don't even bat an eye at what they post whenever it comes to a weight loss transformation or a physique video, or you know, really whatever it comes to. Like, they're just allowed to do whatever the fuck. And people want to preach this body positivity shit, and then they see a motherfucker like me, they can't believe it, bro. I mean, they just can't believe it. These apps just can't believe this shit. So Twitch, largebaj; Instagram, largebaj; YouTube, largebaj; what else do we do? Snapchat, largebaj; everything largebaj. Yeah, love you guys. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. I also got a shorter bar on my piercing, but peace.